Hello, boys and girls. Here's our quote of the day. You saw it a lot this year. Excellence is not being the best, it is doing your best. And I really feel like so many of you out there that have been watching my videos and completing your work, you have been being the best and doing your best that you possibly can. And I'm greatly appreciative of that. And you should be very proud of that accomplishment. Today is FIDO Day 28. It's Thursday, April 30th. Today we're going to be dividing a fraction by a whole number. I'm going to show you the shortcut way to do division when there's a fraction involved, boys and girls. I'm going to show you the shortcut way today. We will not be using the models. So you need your book. You need your gold note packet, which we haven't seen in a few days. And I suggest using some scratched line paper. You'll see I have some right here. It doesn't have to be lined. I guess I shouldn't even say that. Just some scratch paper, okay, that you could do this. If you don't have some of those items, go ahead and get some of those items and pause the video while you're getting those. Okay, boys and girls, so today we're doing 71, 72, and 73 with me here on my YouTube channel. And the first thing we're going to do, here's my scratch paper. I'm going to set that over to the side. We are going to be looking at the very last page in our chapter 9 and 10 notes packet. The very last page, we are looking at where I scribbled over lesson 10. It's actually lesson 11. Divide by whole numbers and fractions. So let's take a look at our steps. There's 5 steps here. We're going to write the whole number as a fraction. We know how to do that. The whole number goes on top. The number 1 goes on the bottom. We copy the first fraction, whatever it might be. We copy it. Then we change the division symbol to multiplication. We flip around the second fraction. You'll see what that means in a second. We're going to think copy first, change division to multiplication, flip the second fraction. So we think copy, change, flip, copy, change, flip, copy, change, flip. And once we've done our copy, change, flip, we're going to multiply the 2 fractions together. So let's take a look at an example that I have here. We're on the very back now of the page 9 and 10 packet. Look, 1/2 divided by 3. So we're first going to write our whole number as a fraction. See how I did that with 3? I put it over 1. We copy 1/2. We change that division sign to multiplication, and we flip the second fraction. Do you see what that looks like now? I take the 1 and I put it on top. I take the 3 and put it on the bottom. That's what flip means. So you take these 2 and you flip them. So it's copy first fraction, change division to multiplication, flip the second fraction. Copy, change, flip. Copy, change, flip. Now, step 5, we get to multiply. So on top, we've got 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. On the bottom, we get 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. This is already in simplest form because the 1 is in the numerator. So we know it's in simplest form. So 1/3 divided into 3 parts is 1/6. You can use multiplication to help you. We're going to take our divisor. 3 times, our answer is 1/6. We're going to multiply that. This is our check. On top, 3 times 1 is 3. On the bottom, 1 times 6 is 6. Can't I write this in simplest form? Divide by 3 over 3. I get 1/2. Look what our dividend was to begin with. It was 1/2 to begin with. So this is our check right here, boys and girls, to know that our answer is correct. Our answer times our divisor equaled our dividend. So we know it's all correct. Let's look at another example. 1/4 divided by 3. First step, put the 3 over 1. Copy 1/4. Change division to multiplication. Flip 3 over 1 to 1 over 3. Now let's multiply. On top, 1 times 1 is 1. On bottom, 4 times 3 is 12. This is in simplest form because there's a 1 in the numerator. Let's go up here and let's do a check. Our answer was 1/12 times our divisor is 3, and I'm going to write that as 3 over 1. 1 times 3 is 3 on top. 12 times 1 is 12 on bottom. I can divide both of these by 3 to give me 1/4. That was my dividend. So this checks out correctly. We're going to do a couple examples in our book before we end part 1. And then we're going to do some work together in part 2. So take a look at what we need to do. I am covering up everything on page 771 with my work paper. This is very similar to the example that we saw. If you look, it's exactly the same. But up here, I'm going to copy 1/2. Oh, first thing I need to do is write my 3 over 1. Copy 1/2. Change division to multiplication. Flip 3 over 1 to 1 over 3. Multiply. 1 times 1 on top is 1. 2 times 3 on the bottom is 6. Correct answer, 1/6. And they even show our multiplication check just like what we did on our notes. Let's take a look on page 772. Up at the top, same thing. I'm covering up all 3 steps because that's all about modeling. Remember, we're not modeling today. Copy 1, before I start that, put my 3 over 1. Put my 3 over 1. Copy 1/4, change division to multiply, flip 3 over 1 to 1 over 3. Multiply, 1 times 1 is 1 on top. 4 times 3 on the bottom is 12. Correct answer here, 1/12. So the variable that they used was S. It equals 1/12. So each friend is getting 1/12 of the pan of spaghetti. Let's go down here. Number 1 again. Find the quotient of 1/3 divided by 3. Use the model. We're not using a model. We are just going to put step 1, write your whole number as a fraction, 3 over 1. Step 2, copy the first fraction. Step 3, change division to multiply. Step 4, flip the second fraction. So instead of 3 over 1, it's 1 over 3. Step 5, multiply. 1 times 1 on top is 1. 3 times 3 on the bottom is 9. Correct answer, 1/9. I know that's in simplest form because 1 is the numerator. Check. Our answer times our divisor is 3 over 9. If I divide the top and the bottom by 3, I get 1/3, which was our dividend. Go ahead and go to part 2. I'm going to do all of page 773 with you on part 2 of the video. Day 30, part 2. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on part 2.